Here I'm gonna show the details about the Joule Ringer that I've made. So let's begin. Here is the vein here from the external battery. Goes to the switch. The other side of the switch here is to plug the internal battery. I've just received this week the internal battery here. I want to hook up in here. So the first pin here down in here, it's the positive from the external battery in, and the internal battery will come on this other post here. The middle pin, it's going up into here and comes into this yellow cable up to the fuse here. From the fuse comes to the middle pin of the main switch. From the main switch I have one going back here to here and coming to my gauge meter here to show me the voltage of the battery. Also, it's going to this is the secondary of the transformer. This transformer is 9 volts 1 amp. This side is the 9 volt, and here the other side that is down here, it was the 110 output or input. So it was 110 to 9 volts. Well, the vein here, fuse coming to the center pin of the switch. From the switch it's going to the first leg of the transformer. The other side is going to the collector from the both transistors here. Also, it's coming to an LED, 2 LEDs here in front here, one for each LED. From each LED, the negative leg from the LED, it's going to a potentiometer, a 10K, 50K potentiometer. And each potentiometer has 460 resistor. So here is one, here is the second. One for each base. Here is how it's hooked. The positive goes to an LED, to a 50K potentiometer, to 470, it's 460 resistor, and going to the base, each one here. From the base here, it's going to the one leg of the secondary, and this other leg, this other wire here, is connected to this LED, and the other leg is connected to the negative with 1N4007. Is this here, negative 1N4007, positive of the LED, and the negative goes to the base. This LED here, coming the negative wire from the input here, going to diode, and the negative from the LED going to the base. That's it. Basic is that. Well, the negatives are all hooked up to the emitter here and the emitter here. The second transistor have another negative wire that comes to this DC output here. The collector of the second transistor comes here to this switch. From the switch goes to this potentiometer. It's also 10K potentiometer here, and goes to the output of the DC. An option is to wire diode on exit here. If you want to charge a battery using the DC output. The other leg, opposite side of the base, goes all the way here to the AC. The AC here is the collector to the negative here. This is a MOV, a varistor. Without the varistor, it's a bit hard to make the resonance between the transformer and the transistors. You have to sometimes tap the base, sometimes you have to short the base and collector, but with the MOV here, the varistor, nothing of this is needed. You just put the input, turn on, and the resonance begins. Well, basically it's just this, the circuit. There is nothing too special. Here let me show the circuit. I don't know if it's easy to see. I'll try to make a print copy of this. I just draw very quick. So I have the battery, a switch, the two LEDs, the two potentiometers, the two resistors, each one going to the base of each transistor. Here we have the LED, the diode going to the base too. Continuing the positive, it comes into the primary of the transformer. The output goes to the collector. One collector here and another collector here. From the second collector, on the second transistor, this one here is the optional diode if you want to charge a battery in here. There is just a potentiometer, and here you can load a bank of LEDs, or maybe this is the area where I am studying. What else can be done here? The rest is the same. One leg goes here to the base, the other goes to the varistor, from the varistor to the first leg of the AC. The primary transistor goes to the varistor and to the AC. So there is not much on the circuit. I'm trying to study more and learn more about this. But the important is this part here. I figured out that I can use from the collector to the emitter, and also like in the Joule Ringer 3.0, from the collector some load coming back to the collector. This is another area that can be explored too. As you can see here, I'm getting one leg to the AC and then the other phase going to the negative. But it can be done like in the Joule Ringer 3.0. I will show in the next video. Here is an example of what I was saying about using the collector from the collector. In this example here, I have just one transistor. This is a test module. I'm using AC coming from one leg from the transistor and the other leg of the AC going back to the collector. So instead of using here from the transformer to the emitter, here is using from the transformer to the collector. The only problem with this module is the heat. The transformer gets warm, maybe sometimes very hot, depending on the load here. If the load here is 1 amp or more, this and the transistor get very hot. That's why I glued a heat sink here, and the transistor also gets very hot. This is just an example to see how to use the AC part from the transformer to the collector. Well, thanks for watching.